Is up, everybody? Hello and welcome. We're gonna get started painting this piece. I think it's so interesting because this painting looks so big right here because of the camera angle. But it's only 2 feet by 18 inches or 16 by 20. It's not even 2 feet, 16 inches by 20 inches. But it looks massive on camera in relation to my body. But yeah, it looks like it's even bigger. Like if I stand right here. Look how big that looks. It's like half my body size, which I guess it kind of is. I guess right here, it's got a shoulder, and further away, it's like my entire length of my body. It's pretty crazy. Perspective, right? It's all about perspective. So today's art word of the day. I've been seeing so many Instagram posts, and it's kind of annoying. This is a bit of a troll post. For lack of a better word, a crap post. Crap post means talking crap about some ideas, a criticism. And I find it amusing that like every 90% of posts about some famous artwork or artist has the word transcend in it. This artist transcends color. This artist transcends society. This artist transcends something. So I wanted to make a video about that word. I'm going to be painting. I'll be back 1 second. We will be painting, of course. We're going to continue on painting this, but I just had to make a video about the word transcend. I just felt like it's a word that, if I raise this, I can also keep my face fairly straightforward too, so I can just paint. Let me see. Now I can raise this, and if I raise this, I don't have to like bend down when I'm talking, which that would be nice, right? Let's see. Yeah, hey, I don't have to stop to keep bending down anymore. This is perfect. All right, everybody. Why didn't I think of that sooner? So here we go. I'm gonna bring this down and pop this on over. And I just find the word transcend. I'm gonna just use up the word transcend until it feels like it's overly used. I am transcending the use of a brush and moving into palette knives. I am transcending the general establishment of color theory. I am transcending space and time with my live streams by connecting with anybody at any given moment with YouTube's algorithm. The artist Emmett Ferguson has transcended boundaries, cultural boundaries, with his combination of modern expression with classical design. We are transcending together as we collaboratively imagine this work comes to fruition. You, my viewers, are transcending reality because we are now connected beyond a transcendent plane of communication here that has been transcended time. So together, you and I, you two viewers and I, are transcending art. Isn't it a beautiful thing? So obviously this is a word that annoys me very much so, seeing it on every single Instagram post there is about art. The word transcend, you can tell that is a word I do not like, but I know what it means. And I guess there's a lot of other common words, like how come they can't just say this artist has gone beyond, this artist has surpassed, this artist has explored beyond, this artist has overreached boundaries, this artist has gone beyond boundaries, this artist has created a system beyond what is understood. This, I just don't there's got to be so many more creative words than transcend. It's so annoying. And I'm just going on a rant about the word transcend. So here we go. I'm gonna get started painting here. I feel like some curator out there is gonna see this and be like, how dare he criticize the word choice of fine gallerist. But the word transcend, I can't stand it. I mean, I guess I can kind of stand it because I'm standing right now and I'm talking about it. But like I used to work in tech, and in tech they used to talk about like how to like not use jargon, like words that I guess you only use with the technical people, and I just find the word transcend so funny and so annoying. So although those of you watching, probably aren't in the art world, so I do have a challenge for any of you that decide to write about your art. Please don't use the word transcend unless it's a criticism. I don't know. I mean, I don't think this video is going to change anything in the art world and their use of the word transcends, but I believe that word is overused. It is in like 90% of Instagram posts. It's like every single AI just decides to use the word transcend for whatever reason. Like it doesn't even. It's been used so much that it has totally lost its effectiveness.
Transcendence.
Huh?
Transcend is used so much.
Yes.
It
has transcended.
Ceased to transcend.
It has transcended its own use. It has transcended beyond its own properties.
Yes.
Viewers, let's transcend the number of views I usually get. We shall transcend.
Transcendental.
Let's transcendentalize this video. Alright. I am here. I am transcending my understanding of that. I've gone beyond. So right now, I'm using this pin to transcend the boundaries of the paintbrush, so that I can separate the layers. Somehow I just poked myself and it kind of burns, but let's transcend the barrier. Let's transcend barriers, people. Alright, so cleaning this brush up, and we're almost done. I'm just getting a couple little layers here, a couple more little layers just to get the effect. Get an effect. So transcend is the art word of the day. Is the art word of the day. But anybody, if you're a curator, I beg you, please stop using the word transcend. Transcend is a lazy word. There's so many beautiful ways to express something that has gone beyond something, that has surpassed something, that has achieved beyond typical limits, that has broached the extremities of color theory, that has explored the boundaries and beyond, that have gone to infinity and beyond. There's so many ways to express it that transcend is like almost offensive now. Jeez. Alright, well there's my rant about the word transcend. But here we go. Let's go ahead and start painting into this. And this kid's chin is a little bit too deep. But let's see what we're going to do with this. I really need to transcend my thoughts on this and figure this out a little better. So we're going to start backwards. And we're going to start with this head here. And let's just start going with a... You know what I want to play with? I want to play with a blue. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play with a little bit of blue. Not a little bit. Let's go with a lot of blue. Let's just go in with this blue here. No, I can't use the blue because I use blue for the inanimate object parts of the hair that kind of just... Actually, no, we can use this dark blue. capture a certain part of this all. Let's go like this. Let's see how we can use this. Let's see how we can use this blue here. And we're gonna go down into here, mix this down, create some knots right here, create another knot coming down right here, another knot right there. And we shall transcend our abilities. I wonder if I use blue, I just don't think it's gonna look good against the blue, so I'm trying to avoid that. But I do want some of this dark blue to transcend, to allow our paint, to help our painting to transcend the boundaries of our colors. So I'm going to use some blue to transcend, to help ourselves to transcend space and time with our color thoughts. So let's see, we're going to come down and bring the shadow down nice and tight here. Use the shadow to allow ourselves to transcend the color barrier, or the 2D barrier of color. With color, we will transcend the realm of 2D thinking into the realm of 3D figures, and we shall transcend in this fashion. So, word of the day. Who else? Am I the only person that has seen this transcend, this transcending phenomena? So here we go. I think we should stop using the word transcend ASAP. But who am I? I'm just but one guy. I'm but one man on a mission to end the word transcend on Instagram. So here we go. Adding the lines on our painting, starting to add some of the details here. We're going to pop in some detail right there. Pop in some detail right here, right here. And we're going to go like so. And like so. So here we go. I'm going to bring this down. And we are transcending space and time. And this dark blue is just basically helping us to add some dimension into our piece right here as we transcend the boundaries of color and ideas.
Check this out.
Talking to me?
Yes, no kittens.
Oh. What are you showing them?
The tunnel. The blue tunnel.
How did they like it?
I don't know. It's just sitting there. They decided how they like it.
They're curious. Curiosity never killed the cat.
Yeah.
Huh? And here we go. We're going to go paint this through. Kittens have 20 lives.
Oh, did you find something in there? Did you find something to put in there?
Alright, so here we go. We're going to go paint this in.
Look who's at the other end.
Look who's there.
Hi.
The kitten has transcended the tunnel. Our kittens have transcended their
Hey,
tunnels.
You like it? Forgot I had it. Yeah. Look, you can roll in it. Yeah.
Kittens are transcending.
Roll.
I'll let them transcend.
Roll.
Watch as our kittens transcend beyond the boundaries of the barrier.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Busy. Busy for a little bit. Oh.
I guess I shouldn't make criticisms of word choice, but goodness gracious.
Hey.
Everybody's transcending nowadays. If everybody's transcending, then nobody's transcending, right? Or wrong. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to paint this hair black. I need some black on this young figure's head. So let's see, we've got a little bit of shadow going on our blue area. So what I'm seeing here is that this eye is a bit too far apart. So that's what we got to work on. We got to work on some of these pieces here around the eyes. And now that we're done with the blue, actually, you know what? The blue is going to come right down here, and let's go around. Let's see what we can do. Let's throw in some of this blue on our hair highlights here. So what happens if we highlight some of the hair with this blue? There we go. There we go. Highlight with this blue. I think the blue is adding something, but not enough of that thing. What I need is some of this black right now. Get some of this black, and we're going to go down this head. Get this black hair. And now, there we go. Let's go ahead and clean off this brush. And let's transcend this brush beyond the boundaries of the liquid so that we may clean them. Does anybody else have any words that they get annoyed by? So here we go. We're gonna color this brush. It's getting quite hot in here. Our work transcends the boundaries of time and space. And our work allows for a continuum, a transcendental continuum of time and space. We shall transcend what those before us have thought possible. Let's transcend our systems. So actually, you know what I want to do is I'm going to go in with white here. And I'm going to go in with the light green. Let's go with a whitish green. I'm going to paint some of this green in. I'm going to use this to highlight on top of our black here. So we're going to go right here with our green and black. And then we're going to go like this. And then like so, comes around. And this starts to create like an effect here. So we're going to get this effect right going into here. And let's go like that. So, got hair, and let's go into this hair with the same color. Bring in some more of our white, the same color of a light green, and we're gonna just cross into this. So, cross, 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 and then cross, 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 cross. Just create this braided system. We can actually tighten that up a bit and blend that down. And how about this hair right here? This is starting to just create some of the texture around it. So let's do that. We're going to go right into here and do the same exact thing. And then as we go into this hair, it gives it a look. We are not totally done yet. We will continue building this color. Let's see what else we could pull from here. And then we're going to build it into this section, this hair right here. And we'll continue working that, but at least we have some of the light areas and the dark areas. And then we'll continue working that later. I'm not going as detailed here. So we're gonna go this hair and come around like so. And this is gonna come around like this. And then this hair's gonna come around the top. I should have colored this hair black, but it's okay. At least you can kind of start to see what's going on here. Let's go with this big figure right here. We're gonna go same thing. Looks like This is how the hair is going to form here. So round this out, round it out again, and then round this out, and then we're going to go up and around. So it starts to create this illusion of hair. And here we go. And what are we doing? We're having fun, people. We're having fun transcending space and time. We're transcending space and time with our communication on the internet, with our color choices and our theories. And here we go. So bring this down, bring it down like that. And then bring it down like that. Bam. And here we go. So just using our light. I'm back on. Right on, Mark. I am back. We're back for a second time painting today. I haven't had much time lately, so I'm really taking advantage of this free day that I have to try to get as much painting in as possible. You know, when I have like limited time, I appreciate painting so much more, because if I'm not painting, I'm constantly thinking about it. When I'm not painting, I'm always thinking about painting. Always thinking about painting. But when I paint a lot, I kind of like lose motivation to do so. It's kind of ironic. So that's why I definitely think that it's a good thing to take breaks from painting. Although, you know, some people might disagree. Some people could just keep going and going. And just paint and paint and paint. I think especially when we had no other distractions. I think in a society when there are no other distractions, it becomes easier to paint. But I do live in a society with many distractions, which means that I really have to focus and stay committed to an activity such as painting in order to continue to prosper at it, to succeed and thrive. Okay, I like where this is at. It's got a little bit of color here. And maybe let's lay down some white right there. Back to the grind tomorrow, dude. Although, you know, tomorrow I get to have a painting day again, but basically I will be back on the grind starting Tuesday for quite a while. I don't know how long, but I'll at least try to get a couple hours in the day. The only difference between a day that, you know, for me, I don't know how your days, feel free to share like what your days consist of, but I think for me the only difference between a painting day and a non-painting day is the amount of time that I actually paint versus having to do other stuff. Like definitely on the days that I can't paint, I try to get in, I could get in double, at least. I get in at least double the amount. Double the amount of painting. So I think now is a good time to go in here with some nice deep shadows. I'm gonna use this brush. Alright, I'm gonna grab two brushes. So I can work on two ideas at the same time. I need a thinner brush and a thicker brush. Where's my thinner brush? Here we go. This brush has definitely seen some wear and tear. But let's go ahead into this. And we're going to use this. What should I do? What should I do right now? How should I do this? What should I do? Let's go. Let's see, thought process here. What is the thought process that I'm going for? Let's start with the front of these and try to do our best to soften some of these shadows and get the eye closer to the nose. That's what we're going to aim for right here. So let's see, how do we want to do that? We're going to go in with our yellow ochre with our white. Probably is not the brush to do it, but we'll see. Let's go. Yeah, this is not going to be the brush. This is not it, buddy. This is not the one. Not the brush. I think I get some cool effects with it, but this is not it, for sure. Not the one, buddy. You are not it, buddy. You are not the brush. Mark, back on a grind. How is that grind, Mark? Did you, you've been doing the same grind for a long time, or is this a new grind for you? The grind, the grind. Do you feel like you've escaped the grind at all at times? Do you feel stuck in the grind? How do you feel about the grind? Are you planning to transcend the grind? Is that even a possibility for you? The grind is a place where people feel stuck sometimes. And I think we all wish that we can transcend the grind into something better, something greater. Ooh, this brush feels nice. Let me use this. Let's see what we got. Live chats from Mark. Same for 16. Oh, this guy looks 3D? Okay. I still have a... there's something about his head here that's kind of like funky. He's got like an empty space in his head. But yeah, we shall see. That's what you mean by... Oh, top right. Oh, top right would be this guy. Because if you're looking at the camera, top right on my screen is this figure. Obviously, that would be the left. So top right is what you're talking about, this guy. Yeah, that guy does look pretty good. Thank you. The grind for 16 years. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to darken our... Let's see if I can come up with like a very, I guess, dark green, green and red. Making like a purple, really dark purple. All right, that's a good color. So let's keep doing this. We're gonna build into this and build some more shadow. We're gonna darken some shadows. So this nose right here needs to have the nose-like features. So let's go ahead right there and shadow that in. Let's go ahead and bring this eye down. And let's increase the shadow right here. What I found is that this needs to be much deeper in here, this eye here. So this eye needs to come down and this eye needs to come around more. And here we go, round that out, come down with that. And then we're going to come in with this. The bald guy. I think the bald guy's good. That's funny. I'm not too big of a fan of the bald guy, but you never know. We might leave it. It's good to hear feedback and ideas. You know, I will say I appreciate your ability to capture what's like my right versus your right. Because I wouldn't have even thought of that. I would have been like, yeah, top right, this guy. I guess on the screen, it's that guy. But that is very observant of you to catch that idea. Which, this I think is a good time to say, I'm a really big fan of Bautista, the wrestler. His portrayal of Drax in in the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. I am a very big fan of his portrayal of that as this like just hilarious, everything is serious character. Like his portrayal of it is pretty brilliant, I gotta say. In my opinion, he is a brilliant Drax. Like some of his lines are some of the best lines in the entire movie. Nothing goes over my head. I would catch it. Like how funny is that? His delivery of that single line is absolutely hilarious. I really like Drax, and they did such a great job casting Bautista as Drax, in my opinion. Although I did hear that he's not really the biggest fan of that character, because he feels like, you know, it doesn't make him look good, I guess. It kind of makes him look bad or whatever. But anyway, I think it's a brilliant character. Like being able to portray a funny character like that is awesome. So this eye might be a little too far in, but what we're going to do is we can always adjust that as we go. But right now, let's see. So we got this, and we got this, but that's a little too deep. I gotta go. How's that looking? There we go. Some little adjustments, darker shadows, really adding to our flavor here, to our taste. So I mixed a little bit of green and a little bit of blue into this burnt umber. And I think it's really helping to create and establish some really interesting shadow space. So yeah, I am happy with this color. And you know what? This is an old brush that actually originally I got, and I thought it was kind of crappy. Or at least the brush set was kind of crappy, but this brush is actually doing pretty well. It's lasted me quite a long time. So I'm happy with my purchase of this brush. We're going to go down right here. Go like that. Go up at an angle. There needs to be less separation of shadow here, less separation of light. I'm going to go like this to come around the lip. I've definitely gained a much better appreciation for women who do eyebrows. Or like, you know, anybody. It doesn't have to be a woman. It could be anybody, you know, any gender, whatever. Any person that does eyebrows, because when you do eyebrows, like, it's one of those things where any little change in the figure can have a total impact. Can have a total impact on what you're painting. I'm sorry. I totally lost track of what I was saying. Any little detail on an eyebrow when you're painting a face can literally change the entire look of the face. So I've really gained a new appreciation for eyebrow artists, eyelash artists, as I began to paint more, because of this fact that they got to be so careful. Or even more than careful, they got to be accurate in some way. I'm getting a call. What could possibly... Kat, what's up? Oh. Alright, well, thanks for letting me know. I am painting. Not really. No. I'm on a roll right now. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I'm just in a painting zone right now. I'm doing it. All right, thanks, babe. Thanks for letting me know. All right, talk to you later. All right, bye. So my significant other, my girlfriend, just wants everybody to know that Elon Musk is having a rocket launch. All right, the news has been stated, and I think you can see it from Los Angeles. So if you're viewing from Los Angeles, you now have the chance to see your very own Elon Musk rocket launch, which I think he has like multiple times a week. So, is it really that important? I don't know. But you know what? Rocket launches, they're going to change the world, right? Is anybody here against rocket launches? If so, raise your hand. I'm not trying to bait you into a debate or anything. I'm just totally curious. Who here, out of the few people viewing this, hey, take care, Mark. Thank you so much for popping in and sharing some comments. But yes, anybody here who is anybody here anti-rockets, anti-Elon Musk, or who here is pro-Elon Musk, pro-rocket launches, pro-space travel? Speak now, or forever not be spoken in this room. Of course, you can always come back later to share your piece, but I think it's always good to speak up when you have the chance. So anyway, rounding out this cheek area here, giving it some dark shadow. And something about this chin is not right now. It's a little bit too, it's got this funky thing. So we're going to go around like so. And then let's go right down into here. And right down there. And there we have some nice shadows. This needs to be rounded. So I am freehanding this. There may be more efficient ways of doing this, like, you know, sketching out every detail beforehand, and there may be some more efficient ways of doing this, getting everything just right, but this is the way that I have chosen to pursue my craft. For better or for worse. And the only I think the biggest problem with the way I paint versus the way it's regularly taught is, and by you know comparison, what I'm saying is like the way it's regularly taught is you draw everything out, right? Like you might use like a graphite pencil or charcoal. You pretty much draw out everything, and then what you do is you're pretty much painting within the lines. You know, you basically like map out every single detail that you're gonna draw. But with me, I think there's a efficiency element of it, in the sense that, you know, I will work and rework areas many times till it starts to look the way I want it to. Whereas I think if you know exactly what you're doing, exactly where you're laying down a color, exactly what you want to do with a specific spot, you know, you could save a lot of time that way and move on to bigger and better paintings. But that's just, it's not the way I'd like to do it. It doesn't feel as exciting, you know. I love art to be this like transcending experience. Vocabulary word right there. I like art to just provide this like experience that allows you to transcend. Totally kidding on the use of the word transcend there. So transcending is the word of the day. It is probably the most popular art and word today. I mean, did I say most popular art and word today? It is the most popular word in art today. Most popular art and word today. What did I say? What did I even say? And here we go. We gotta paint this darker. And there we have that. So let's go ahead and use this dark shade, and we're going to go color around the ear here. So we're going to give a nice deep shadow around the ear. And here we go. We start to create this statuesque effect. Now there's some area that I'm going to have to navigate in here at some point. I don't know exactly what I need to do in this space. I think I just have to fix the chin a bit. It's a little bit sharp. But either way, let's go ahead and get into another shadow area. So okay, this is the perfect brush to go into the ear with. So let's go into the ear and establish our ear a bit. So we're going to go right here. Let's go ear. And hopefully you don't see too much of my ear that and takes your attention away from what's going on here. But let's go this ear. I'm gonna go down with the ear right here. I think the hair kind of merges into the ear a bit, so we're gonna go like this. And curve down into this section. And let's see, so this is gonna come down just a little bit. There we go. And we're gonna go right next to here. And let's go like this. And here we go. This is gonna come around. That's gonna give us an ear. Round out this ear a bit more. And it's gonna curve around like so. Let's just go like that. So, here we go, we've got our ear, and now we can actually outline it. Let's do a little outline of our ear here. We're gonna round it, outline. And there we have an ear. So, yes, we've got an ear, people. Let's go ahead and paint the shadow right into here. Let's create some shadow right there. At some point, we'll tighten up this ear, but for now, we're having a blast of a time creating our shadows. We are having a blast of a time. Who is not having fun watching this paint dry with me? Raise your hand if you're not having fun watching paint dry. If that's the case, you may leave. If you do not like to watch paint dry, this is probably not the channel to watch. Because the majority of the time, paint is usually drying on my artwork. So, just a little tidbit there for you wonderful viewers out there. And fortunately, as we do watch paint dry, we do get to chat sometimes. So here we go. This lip is looking a little funky. I'm trying to nail down what I think is wrong. That's okay. And at the lip right there. The chin needs some work in the future. But for now, this area needs this neck. Ah, okay. One head. Let me see. Got the main shadows. We do need to tighten up some more shadows into here. And then we want to add a little border so that these bits of yellow are not shining through. And I'm actually not a big fan of how this shadow turned out. But not so bad. It's coming together. It's really getting like this 3D effect here. Sorry you're gone. You had to go to a family party. Dude, kitty corn, that's cool. I was gone too, you know? Sometimes we do things in life, right? Sometimes we do things. Sometimes we transcend our stuckness to the internet and go do things that are important, like hang out with family. So I can totally appreciate you doing that. And, you know, I would say you should do more of that. You should do more of spending time with your family, honestly. As much as I would love for all of my viewers to just watch my painting 24/7, as much as that would be great for the YouTube algorithm, what I think is even more important for my viewers is to enjoy their time with their family, because it is so important. And you know what? One thing that's great about spending time with your family, I mean, depending on your relationship with your family, as opposed to like watching your favorite YouTuber, is like you're watching your favorite YouTuber. That's only a thing that's like good for you and the YouTuber. But spending time with your family, it's like good for you and your family. So it's really like there's so many benefits from spending time with family that transcends the benefits that you get from spending time watching your favorite YouTuber. Now I do get that, you know, hanging out with your family can get boring, and sometimes they don't get you and you don't get them and all those things. So, you know, sometimes it's good to spend time away from family too. But I just want to say that at the end of the day, you know, you don't have to apologize for spending time with your family. But anyway, that said, here we go. Let's keep painting with this piece. So right in here, I want to start this section of design here. We're going to go down with the chin right here. Actually, let's get into this nose here. Kitty corn, I hope you never have anybody in your life that expects you to apologize for spending time with your family. Like, if you do ever meet that person, unless like your family's toxic, right? Like, unless your family's toxic and, you know, you have somebody that just keeps asking you for stuff and like sucks up all your time and like, you know, gives you nothing but negative emotions. Unless it's something like that, I hope that you never have to experience being friends with somebody who expects you to not spend more time with them than your own family. And you know what? Scarily enough, I know there's like documentaries out there about people, you know, organizations that make people do that and stuff. And again, right, like every family's different. You know, at some point everybody has to like go off and live their life separate from their family. But you don't have to apologize for it, especially not to a YouTuber. Not to somebody on YouTube, out of all people. So here we go. Let's go down here. We're gonna paint down this nose. I think it really needs a this nose is so pointy. But that's okay. We got a pointy nose. That's okay, people. There are people and real things that have like pointy noses. I have a pointy nose, right? You see right there? There's a point. That nose comes to a point. So let's see about this eye. Let's figure this eye out here. Go right here. It's going to go into the nose. So this is where it needs to kind of... Oh, that's a little too close, but that's okay. That's fixable a little later. I'm going to go like around and then come down. That's going to come down around the nose. This nose is a little bit too wide, so we're going to tighten up this nose shape here. But before we do that, we want to establish the shape of this eye a little better. Other eye's looking okay. All right, so let's keep working this. Little by little, we are building up our painting and using some of the darkest shadows that we have in order to set the flavor of everything. So here we go. I'm gonna go down right here, and we're gonna go paint down. Let's go up and around here. Go up and around. This one's looking a bit too masculine. I need something to loosen this up. I think his jaw angles are just a bit too angular. So this is not supposed to, this is supposed to be a more feminine figure, so I'm gonna do my best to try to round this out a bit better. Maybe make the nose a bit smaller, a bit thinner. So this is gonna come out right to about here, and then let's go up like this. There we go. Trying to think about. Actually, you know what? It doesn't really. I mean, it does kind of establish that this is supposed to be female. So I might have to do a lot of reworking of this. A lot of reworking. A lot of reworking, but that's okay. Continue reworking. And we're going to go round this out. Let's go like this down to the chin. And here we go, right into there. We will add some detail right into here. So here we go. And let's go. I will need to figure out what to do with this face, as there are some things that I'm not quite happiest with. It's just so interesting how these two faces look so different. What is it? I think it's because this head's skinnier, whereas this head kind of feels rounder. If that's the case, all I need to do is pull this ear out a bit. I guess that's what I got to do. Let's try that. Let's pull this ear out a bit and maybe bring out these shadows here. So let's resize this ear right down to here. And go right down here. Let's go around like so. And then from here, I'm going to paint in this ear. Something about this head. Why? It is totally mind-boggling to me. I mean, obviously I didn't draw it exactly the same, so there's the issue. Or I could just keep it. But I do want to, you know, make it look the way I want it to look. So here we go. Pop this down. Bam, boom. Thank you, boom. Right here, bam, boom. And I think I got the shadows for here. So we're gonna do this. Let's go into another area. We're gonna. Why is this like this? This problem we have is just not good. Maybe I have to make this neck come out a little further. Just round it out a little bit more. Give more room for the cheek. Give it some more of a feminine design here. More subtle. All right, well, let's go into the next head and paint in some shadows. This is going to require some work. And in the worst case, it's probably just going to have to look the way it does, which isn't bad, but it won't be exactly what I had intended. So I guess do what you will with that information. And here we go. I'm going to go right here, and we're going to go paint down into the neck. We're going to have some super dark shadows right along here. I'm going to go into the ear. So, increasing the shadows, basically increasing the darker spaces of our painting, and this will help to create design elements. And let's keep going. We're going to bring some more of this, and then we're going to mix some more of our green here. Bring our green in, and our blue, our ultramarine blue. Try to keep this color nice and dark and contrasting. So I'm going to go contrasting down here. And down, down, down. And then here we go. So this is the second part of this head. Let's see, just trying to establish it is the hard part. There we go, right there. Oh, this is not good. So this is a bit too high. Actually, you know what? This doesn't matter too much because I can just paint into this to make it make more sense here. So let's see. Okay, go down right here to the ear. Yellow is the color of your energy. And here we go. So bringing this down. So painting in the darker spaces, continuing on with that trajectory here. And here we go. So you know what, this brush is probably really just good for super fine details. And here we go, right here. The right or wrong shadows can make all the difference on a face. So shadows literally just define where certain features are, cheekbones, all of those things. If you don't have that right, can dramatically change what your face looks like. But this nose is still a little bit too long or too wide. Bring down a little bit more. Let's do this next one. This next one, the shadow is not going to be as deep here. let's go, let's establish the nose here. And then let's see, we're gonna create the smile. Nice soft smile. So I'm really gonna have to play with this eye a lot, but here we go. Let's keep this going and do a couple more shadows. Here we go, let's work on these figures here. So we're gonna go create the neckline. And here we go. Same dark spaces here. And let's do this. And here we go. So go around the nose here. Let's pop this around right here, around the nose. Let's see. And we have that. Come around and we're going to paint an even darker corner here. All right, and let's go into this next section. So we're going to do this face here. And building up with shadow, that's what we are doing here. Let's go like this. And let's go. And I get the lip right here. Let's go into here. Get this ear, pop this down. And right here, go down. Add some shadows as we come down into this space here. All right. So let's keep building these pieces. Let's think. I think I really only have this section here. I still want to formulate some of this head a little better. This head is looking a little bit funky. So right now is a good time to start adjusting it. It's a little bit too far out. The eye needs to come no further than right here. Prescott, you're in a Zoom class. What are you doing in a Zoom class? School? Oh, is that because with everything's going on, they're having homeschool just to keep the students safe? Is that what's going on? That's kind of cool. I mean, it's not cool what you're going through, but like, I mean, I guess on the brighter side of things, you know, your school's keeping you safe, and you know, you can kind of just work from home. Yeah, I gotta keep reminding myself of what's going on and out there. It's a lot. But here we go. So let's go like this. A lot of these dark features have started to get added. It's now online classes. All right, well, what kind of class are you in right now? What kind of class are you in that you felt like you were so bored that you wanted to come watch some painting? English Lit. Oh, you're learning English Lit? My goodness, that's a great class. You know, if there's one thing, you know what, I don't really know if I regret this, but if there's one thing that I failed to do in school that, you know, would have been very useful is it's doing the reading that you're supposed to read. And, you know, my girlfriend now, she loves literature. She reads a lot of books, and she's constantly like talking about all these books, like these like references from stories uh, that I only like cliff noted in school, and yeah, I think it's important to read what we read in school, even though I didn't do so. Doesn't mean I can't have an opinion on it, right? So anyway. Yeah, I think if I was able to read again in school, I'd probably choose to read the books, or maybe not. I don't know. No purpose. I'm trying to think about what I could have would have done. But English is a good class. We had to do lots of writing here in America. The only reason discussing Shakespeare's poems here in Zoom is because you have respect for a teacher. No, he's great, one of those great teachers. Well, if you know he's one of those great teachers, dude. I mean, don't keep watching my videos. Listen to him. Like, just pretend for a second that what he's saying is like interesting, and just just let it soak in. I urge you to, you know, obviously, since you think he's a great teacher, you have given him the shot, but I urge you to give him an even better shot at sharing what he can possibly teach you about life. I'm sure there's a lot of great stuff. So we're going to go dark on the front of the head here. Okay. Any reason. So what is he saying about Shakespeare right now? I guess you're probably not here. Hopefully you're gone. I hope you don't respond to that because I hope you're out there in your class and not skipping the studies. So I hope you don't respond to that. You shouldn't ask questions you don't want the answer to. It's a good lesson. So anyway, here we go. Add some shadow here, and then I think this will curve up right around there. This ear's probably a little far back, so we're going to make an effort to move this forward just a little bit. This baby looks like a very metal baby, like just hardcore, like he's gonna grow a goatee, and he's just like a metal baby, a metal loving baby, and by metal I mean like music, metal music loving baby. All right, and you know what, people? I think we're almost done with this. With this session here. This session, we've gotten a lot of our shadows down, so we're going to continue building upon these shadows. But for now, I'll try to use up the rest of this paint before I go anywhere. And there we go. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna start putting stuff away. I'm calling this a night, and I'll probably be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be another painting day, which 2 painting days in a row has been fairly rare for me, but I definitely want to make the effort to do as much as I can when I have the time. So for those of you tuning in now, thank you, but I will be going as we are wrapping up tonight's painting session. Probably did about almost 5 hours of painting today, a little bit over 5 hours maybe. 5 hours of total painting.
Oh, that looks good.
So we're going to continue expanding upon our work tomorrow. Let some of this paint dry so that we can work over it. Thanks, babe. Thanks for letting me know that you like it. And you know, there's some improvements that need to be made, but overall, well, actually a lot of improvements that need to be made. But overall, we're having a good time. We're enjoying ourselves. We're enjoying the work. And eventually, the things that need to happen will happen. We just got to keep going at it. And that's what we're going for. So we're going for an exciting piece filled with many, 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 many heads. And with that, everybody, thank you and good night. Just ended, and you have 10 minutes to the next class. All right, hey, take care, Prescott. Stay in school, dude, even when you don't have to be there. All right, see you later. Thanks for jumping in. I really, I know you're supposed to be in class, but you know, I guess you make your own decisions. So, take care. Later.